Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome wherever in the world you are. Got another great day in Eve. This is my first day back from after FanFest, and we I think there was a lot of really good stuff. Most of the stuff that I had asked for, or
Oh
not that I had
yeah,
asked
another
for,
dragon boarding the
but
train.
that
All
I
aboard!
was hoping to
Choo
hear about
choo.
happened.
Good morning.
So, Jackwagon, what is that? How many months? 37. All right. 37 months of the sub. Oh, man. So that puts you in the 3-year range, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, how about 1,110 gold to everybody here in your honor? Thank you, Jackwagon. Much appreciated. Pura, thank you for the follow. So, the thing that I'm actually most excited about is the first-person shooter, FPS. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is I like first-person shooters. The second is I never play them enough to get it like, high level at them. But given that it's tied to Eve, I may play it a lot more. And and then also there's quite a good buzz about the new game outside of the Eve community. So that is good, because that could bring people in. And I just want to say something here about stuff like Eve and the first-person shooter and stuff. Just imagine if Dust 514 had not been console exclusive and was on PC, and then it also, it connected into the Eve universe. And what if it had been on the same kind of development cycle as Eve has been, where the engine gets upgraded every few years, graphics are always being improved, gameplay is always being improved, new things to do in it are always being added. And just think of how much of an amazing game that could be now, because it came out 12, 13 years ago. Just think about how much of an amazing first-person shooter that could be these days. Look at like Counter-Strike, and PUBG, and some of these others that have had a good long life, and have had a lot of upgrades and stuff. We could be doing that with the Eve universe as well. And so I think that we have the opportunity to start that here. I hope. So I will be playing it when it's available in December, which I think is just a play test. And then most likely we'll be playing it when it actually releases to everybody. Dust 514 was released in 2014. Was it? So it was 9 years ago? I don't know. I guess somebody could Google it. I don't really know. I was thinking that it was before that, but I don't know. I do remember that it came out for what? PS3 when the PS4 was coming out, or PS2 whenever the PS3 was coming out? Had already just come out. And I thought, damn, they're a generation behind. So, anyway, I had a great fan fest. Spent it with Squiz. He came down, hung out for a few days. And we didn't quite get into any trouble, but we had a really good time. Yeah. So I would invite him down again. Yeah. All right. So, okay. So what I did over the weekend and over watching FanFest is I did a ton of distribution missions, like a lot. Like I did probably since the last show about 100 distribution missions, at least 100. And I found out some very interesting things. I don't have any visuals to show you on this because I've done so many missions, and so what I'm about to talk about is already passed by in all of the logs. Sorry, I'm helping a customer at the same time. We do have a sale on Omega Time, 20% off, and it's about the deepest discount it ever gets. I've never seen it beyond 20%. So you've been needing some Omega ! Sale in chat. So anyway, let's see here. Some observations. One is that doing the missions where you turn them down and so you take a hit on things is not sustainable past about 6.5. It does seem to be sustainable at around 6.5. Beyond that, it does not seem to be sustainable on a single character. It's certainly not sustainable if you are sharing with your alts. And, oh. I'll come back to that, Squiz. With that said, so I could not get it to raise up. And in fact, if you remember that I hit this storyline mission that was given by Emperor Family. So Emperor Family is who I'm working on. And then the storyline mission also happened to be Emperor Family, which is not normal that you get the same corp that you're working on, that the special is the same corp. And it gave me an incredible like 3.55 plus 3.55. It was nuts. And it put me from 6.5 to 7.55. And what happened was I thought, okay, I'm almost invulnerable to turning down missions and being affected by it because I got such a big jump. Well, I ended up, before I finally quit, I ended up at about 6.85, realizing that it was just going to continue to go down. And so I think that the floor is around 6.5, where, you know, knocking you down as opposed to how much you go up for each mission probably equals out. And so if you are only trying to just do missions for the sake of doing missions and not for doing standings, then, you know, it's great. But for the sake of getting your standings up, it is not okay. And so you cannot turn down missions beyond about 6.5 and expect to have much gains. And so I didn't turn down any missions after that, and I've done probably 80 missions in a row. I also took all of the low sec missions, every single one of them. And I did them in this ship here, which it's a Viator. And it's quick. Now, part of the reason it's quick, and I'm going to swap this out before we go and do any other missions today, But part of the reason it's quick is because I have all of this stuff in here. So I do have like more armor and evasive maneuvering, warp drive. These give me some other abilities. This is the Genolution core set, and so it makes me quicker. It makes me faster to align. I'm almost half a second faster to align, and I am definitely quicker on the warp speed because I'm at 11.06 here, where previously I was 9 point something. And so missions went by lickety split, averaging probably about 8 minutes per mission. So I got a whole bunch of specials, and that was great. But the specials, most of them have not been really very big on the stats boost, and so I'm up to 6.51. You can see here I've done 4 of them here in a row, and this is when I was turning down missions, and so I stopped turning down missions. But they're 0.23, 0.21, 0.23, 0.23. They're not very big. And they're not very big because they're distribution missions. This right down here was a combat mission. And this combat mission, it wasn't too difficult, and it gave me 0.93. So that is almost the same as this. It's like 85-90% of these other 4. So combat stuff definitely gives you more. Definitely. All right. I am going to back. I also went and got a bunch of Kernite. I loaded an infrator all the way up to max with Kernite and flew it out here. And so every time I get one of those missions where it's to deliver the Kernite, I will do 2 things. One, put extra Kernite there in the station there, and then I'll put some up for sale. And so Andrian says, do you know if it's possible to raise pirate standings so they won't aggress you anymore in anomalies? The answer is yes. The answer is also that you can raise your pirate standings so high
drive active
that you can sit there with them in an asteroid belt and somebody else comes in to attack you, and voila, they defend you or they rep you. Yes. I have never reached that amount. I've never tried. But I understand it's very possible. And there are some videos out there showing this.
drive active.
All right. So Squiz mentioned that I will not be logged out of zkill. I told Squiz how frustrated I was with being logged out of zkill all the time. And I'm like, can't you just leave me logged in all the time? And he explained something to me about why it was happening. And then apparently he says in the message that I should not be logged out on zkill. He implemented my idea already. So anyway, the log out on zkill, I'm assuming that's for everybody and not just special me. Or I don't want to be that special. But, you know. Anyway, I'm glad I won't be logged out on zkill again. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Overdose Gaming says +10 for that, you believe, for them to rep you and stuff. All right. Well, that'll be interesting. I would take some dedication for sure. All right, first thing I'm going to do. Squid says yes, it's for everyone. Excellent. So I am first thing going to change out of this
Docking permission requested.
pod.
Docking request accepted.
Any chance I can verify for you? I am still logged in. I was logged in from last Wednesday or Thursday. I'm still logged in. So. Okay. Let's change out. Leave ship. We're gonna jump to another clone in here.
Oh yeah, another dragon boarding the train. All aboard? Choo-choo.
So, Overdose Gaming and Risen Fox, thank you for the follows. And BioGames, 54 months as a sub. I had to look at my list. 2,160 gold. Everybody here? In your honor. Thank you, BioGames. Much appreciated. All right. So, I have swapped out. I have no augmentations now. And that way, if I die, I'll be fine. Oh, and look at this pod. I didn't even know I had this red one. This pod skin. Yeah. But, let's see here. I'll turn it off. Is this my only guy that doesn't have a golden pod? He does not have a golden pod. He has one of the AU-79s in Jeddah, but I'm holding on to it. They're selling for over 30 billion now. Yeah, for the golden pods. 30 billion. Anyone else get infinite detecting launcher version after update? No, I have not run into that. Maybe a reboot of your computer. All right, so I do have a mission here. Let's see here. Me. Add members to fleet. So, got the other guys in fleet now. And this is Gerstus. It wants thermal for this mission. Oh, this guy, this goes to my other guy here. Let me do a trade here. So, have anything that's thermal here for this guy. And I need to, that's right. I think that I need to add some training stuff for this, don't I? $180 or 104 days. Wow. Let's bring my skill queue up. I'm going to be able to buy these here. Gonna take a bit of training. Oh my. Area. B. All right, so I guess that this guy is going to work on Amar ships as well. I don't have a character that does Amar ships for PvE. So, and that's where all the training is. It's all in those large energy turrets. All right. Well, there it is. So 104 days or whatever of skill training so that I can fly that ship. I really thought that I could fly it already, but I guess not. Hello, Earl. Best mentor, hello. Okay. I do have a Minmatar character that's going to be joining my little fam here. And so that'll be 3 alts. Except I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, whether or not I want to fire up another account or just continue on, you know, with keeping just 3 accounts. I might just want to keep 3 accounts because that Minmatar character is 95% trained in other stuff. And I found that alts on your accounts, training them with multi-character stuff, I was able to get it as cheap as 150 plex per character per month, which is really good. So I also learned something else, which you may find interesting. The net worth here. So the net worth here, it says that I have 14 billion in escrow, which I do, but it doesn't count it in the total net worth here. I don't think the math is working right. And the reason I say that is I did over the weekend about 150 billion in buys. I put buy orders out there. I have filled almost all of it, but 14 billion. And when I put all of that money in, it disappeared from my total here. And so there's something a little fishy about the total number here. And so look at that. Welcome Dragon is disappointed that FanFest is over. Oh, I love Welcome Dragon. He's a kick. So the now I can tell you that I went down lower than this when I had 150 billion in market escrow, and but I was 865 billion previously. And so I can't explain why my shit keeps going up and down, other than skins have a big problem with showing zero value. Like I think it's 8 of the, or 7 of the Raven, or not Raven, but the Golem Federal Police skins. In fact, I can show it to you here. The skin. This skin here. I have 7, I think it's 7 of them at Jita, and they are over 8 billion each. But yet in my box they have a 0 value. So right there, if I have 7 of them, that's what, 54 billion. Anyway, it keeps fluctuating. I can't quite nail it down, but there is definitely something wrong with the net worth. I am worth another 100 billion beyond what it says I'm worth. So, you know, I mean, really, first Eve world problems. Oh my, I'm worth 865 billion instead of 765 billion that it says right here. I can tell you though, I'm in the top 1%, according to FanFest. I'm in the top 1% of wealth in the game, which I didn't know.
Skill training completed.
So that's cool. But to be in the top 1/10 of 1%, you need to be 1.9 trillion. To be the top 1/10 of a percent. 1.9 trillion. That's currently what it is. By next year, when they tell again, it'll probably be like 2.4 trillion or some shit like that. So I'm working on making the money, and I'm doing it by my standings. Because of all the commerce I've been doing. And hello back to France. Chindak, is it Chindetsky? Chindeskin? All right. What's the most someone has? They wouldn't tell. They didn't tell. But to be in the top 1/10 of 1%, you need 1.9 trillion. So I have sold 75 billion in the last 30 days and purchased 157 billion in the last 30 days. So, yeah. Yep. You're at the top 1 of the 99% poorest veterans. Oh, dude. I've been playing this game. You know what? I wish that I managed my money in real life as good as I have in Eve. I'd be Fritch. Yeah. I would be Fritch. So, all right. So let me clue you in on what I'm doing. I bought a shit ton of Plex. I have... Why doesn't it tell me much more about it? Okay, let me look over here. So I have 32,219 Plex worth 154.5 billion. I bought Plex, and I got it at a pretty fair price. I didn't buy it with cash. I bought it in game with ISK. And so I'll give you all a little hint here. If you decide that you're going to take a vacation from Eve, do not keep any liquid assets. You want to sell the stuff that doesn't mean anything to you, sell all of it, take all of that ISK, and buy Plex. Plex is what you want sitting in your cargo hold while you take a year break. Not in cargo hold, but in your Plex vault. Cargo hold, very bad place. Forget I even said that. Because Plex value moves with the inflation in the game. And so your ISK a year later will not be worth as much, typically, but your Plex will go with the inflation in the game. And so, now, I didn't buy all this Plex because I'm planning on taking a break. It's not why I bought it. I'm just mentioning that. I am planning to make a big purchase the next time something goes on sale in NES that I'm watching for. And store is currently unavailable. I understand that because I bet you on my other characters it's not unavailable. You have to reset in order to reset the client in order to get it to work. Some sort of bug. So anyway, I plan on making a buy of skill extractors, a very large buy of skill extractors, and it's going to cost me, I think, 15,000 Plex is what I'm estimating, and then I have 2 characters that I'm going to extract everything out of. And then I'm going to sell the skill injectors. And I will double the value of the Plex, basically. It actually might turn out to be more than that. But that's kind of the thing. So, all right. So now I've got a special mission. I'm going to hop into this ship here because it is very durable. And let me look at this ship real quick. I think this is EMP in it. Oh, and did all of you get your drops? I do have drops turned on the channel. So if you haven't gotten all your drops yet, you can still do that. Is it worth the relation to Plex you spend on Omega to get those alts? Yeah, I don't understand the question, Yax. Can you rephrase that? Those alts I'm not using anymore. They were characters that I purchased. Well, one of them I built from scratch, one of them I purchased. I decided to go from 7 accounts to 3. And so I've moved characters onto my accounts. I've moved some characters around. And so I have 2 accounts that have 2 characters at least with over 150, 200 million skill points. And then this one I haven't moved anything onto it yet because this is the primary high sec character. And I'm trying to figure out what else I might use in null and put it on this account so that I have a null set of 3 and I have a high sec set of 3. Let's see here. Oh, I was going to look at this to see what we got going on here. Oh, that's right. This is PvP fit. I don't know why I have it here. It needs to not be PvP fit. Yeah. Even though, what's my mastery on this? I'm mastery 5. This character. I need to not be PvP fit. So this one won't do me much good, I don't think. Alright, we're gonna hop into this one here. How do you extract skill points? A skill extractor. It's an item in the game. And then you can take, like this guy has 196 million skill points. You can take 500,000 out per skill extractor. And so I'm going to be extracting 145 million skill points in total from 2 characters. And then I'm going to sell it. So, and I think that I can do a little bit better than selling the characters on the market. Because that's another thing you do. You can do Character Bazaar in the forums. You can look in the EVE forums and go to Marketplace and then Character Bazaar. So, I won't be injecting anything into these characters because I have so many skill points that I'd only get 150,000 for each one of those skill injectors. And, you know, so it'd be 150,000, let's just say at 100 skill injectors. So that'd be 15 million skill points for an incredible cost. And so it'd be 15 million on top of my 196. Wow. There is one person in the game that I know of named Iron Bank who did buy enough skill injectors to take his character all the way to the top, to where he has everything trained. But he was so absurdly rich that it was nothing for him to do that. So all right. So I'm going to use some help here. I'm going to need my guy who's my salvager guy for this.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
His Iron Bank character got banned. You know, he still plays the game. He was in the same corp as me for a long time, but I steered away from the casino stuff and everything that they were doing.
Warp drive active. Warp drive Warp drive active.
Right, I think
Warp
that
drive active.
the Raven is gonna, or the Golem is gonna run it. Let's see. You missed the summer of casinos?
Docking request accepted.
I admit it added something else to the game for sure. You know, all the casino stuff.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Hiding this behind my image here. Alright, I think I need to change out the ammo in this. This one is a special. It's the only combat special I got off of running about 100 missions. Wizard Soup, welcome. So, you watched YouTube videos about 15 years ago, and here you are. Nice to see you. You playing Eve? Yes, all right, excellent.
Warp drive active.
Down here is a gate. All right, that's what I kind of thought it would be. Switch these clients around. Screen. It's going to go in and run it.
Warp drive active.
Man, look at all the stuff. Holy cow. Is a shit ton of stuff that's gonna want to kill me. Hold up here soon and fix my shields, turn on my bastion. Okay, there we go. Hello?
A module has run out of charges.
I just one-shot all of these battle cruisers.
has run out of charges.
Flying a golem. This is actually a distribution mission that requires fighting. Which I know seems kind of weird, but that is what it is. I'm live. Oh, welcome. For the module, it's just called a bastion. This one right here. It's what, as he puts it, puts me into beast mode.
cannot warp there because natural phenomena are disrupting the ship. Warp drive active. Skill training completed.
A little bit of hostility going on in here. Somebody went suspect in here.
Warp drive active.
Hey, Johns, hello? Nevtar, and Archangel, and Vedmak, and Draco, and Cat Wizard Soup, and Snowpaws, and Silver Shadow, and Bylander. Oh my god, all of these follows here. Turtle, and Bizbach, thank you for the follows. Guess that I was not paying enough attention to people following. Bring my other guy in here.
Warp drive active.
Salvaging stuff with him. The guy here is just rebuilding my cap a bit.
You cannot warp there because
what?
natural phenomena are disrupting the ship.
No shit. I can't warp to it. Oh, damn. That sucks.
Warp drive active.
All right. Okay. Bookmark this. Where is my bookmark? Save location. Alrighty then.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Right. I think that the next room doesn't need this guy. Alright, how much more is there to scoop up here? So it's just this mission pocket. Can't seem to warp within it.
Warp drive active.
Right, I'm an armor ship, so that shield alarm is fine. Frederick, thank you for the follows. Welcome. Jammed. So sad, the video. Oh, one of those police videos? Yeah. Pretty intense stuff. It's the last guy. Hello? So I got the item that I was looking for. Great Fan Fest? Well, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I wasn't there. Watched it here at home. Yeah, it's really good. Are any of you able to get all of your drops from watching FanFest? Heard a lot of complaints about people being just shy of being able to get the last drop. Got all to the last 92%, yep. Well, at least you can get them on the player shows like mine here. You can get that final one. But, yeah. So I watched the entire thing. I had my drops running the whole time. I ended up with 2 hours left over. But it was a pretty thin margin, wasn't it?
Warp drive active.
Alright, I'm going to be interested to see how much loot I get out of all this.
Warp drive active.
Right. Oh, did I get all of them? I guess I did. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Right. Let's see. Oh.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Warp drive active.
I think that I missed an opportunity in there. Big Bob. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I missed something in here. So, go see about it. Oh, well, I guess while I'm here, there is some salvage here. I don't know if the salvage is actually worth very much. So I tend to salvage the good stuff just because, or the special missions sometimes are worth more. Find out. So far I'm thinking that they're not really worth more. There's not really, you know, stuff in here that's worth a whole bunch. Jules, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, I think so far that this salvage is not moving the needle. only a few left here. This thing it pulled in was worth 400,000. It's not a huge amount. Which for some reason is always freezing on your PC. Oh. That kind of sucks, huh? Alright, I think that's the last one. They all went idle. Okay. So, not a huge amount in salvage. So I came back down in here because I see, according to my notes, that I have a missed opportunity of a Nexus drop, and there's different kinds stuff. I don't know if it'll be worth anything or not. Oh, if it's a Caldari can.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna have to see what it says it is in here. Shouldn't be a Caldari can in a Gerstis site. It just says storage silo. So, alright. Start heading toward it. Put in Mystic. Take that thing out pretty easy. It still looks the same. Well, my beard's a little bit longer than 10 years ago. Or is it? Yeah, it's a little bit longer than 10 years ago. Alright. Let's go see what this is here. Ah, that was worth coming back for. 30.5 million. All right. Good.
Warp drive active.
Not aged today. No, 10 years ago I had a lot more color in my beard. Robro, thank you for following. Welcome.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Look at all these level 1 and level 2 mission givers in here. Wow. All right, complete the mission. Oh, this is Emperor. Oh, this is gonna pay really good. Okay, we're keeping it all for myself. Yeah, I didn't realize this was an Emperor station. That means I just got a shit ton of stuff here. That sound, by the way, was Plex going into my Plex vault. All right, holy cow. Okay, so I don't know if I believe this, folks. I was at 6.5 and now it says I'm 8.91. I think it lies. I really think it lies. Oh no, I wasn't at 6.51. I was at 8 point. No, maybe it is right. I was at 8.3, something like that. I think we're gonna end up resetting the client. Find out for sure, but now it says I'm at 8.91 because I got a plus 3.125 off of this. The storyline ones pay really well. Blood Raider went down. No, it didn't. It says they went down, but the last thing was on the 21st. Gerstus went down. That's to be expected. Galante did not go down. Minmatar went down 0.31. I'm now at a negative 0.85. Ore went down. Jove went down. Evermore it says went up, but I don't know why it says this has no change here, no entry, but yet it had a plus sign next to it. So Amar Empire, 6.84 now. Yeah, I got a 0.938. That's pretty good. Happy with that. Kaldari. Nope, nothing changed on Kaldari. Alright. Mortis Legion. I think those are all from turndowns. Let's stop doing any of the turndowns. Alright. So, and then, yeah, it gave me this as well. Ooh, 131 million. Nice. That one pays really well. So, I'm at 100 and with all the loot and everything, 160, 70 million. Yeah, that was really nice. And that was shipyard theft.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
For a special, that would give me really good standings and really good loot, really good reward.
Warp drive active.
I'm running scouts on everything here. I'm not going to get caught.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accept. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right. So I made it back with all the loot and stuff. Now I cleared out my loot here. I took all that out because I took it someplace else. I had $500,000 in there, or $500 million. See what this all equals. Loot and salvage. So 168 million. That's all from that one mission. ISAC. That's really, really good. That's levels of specials or escalations in nullsec. So that one was really good. And it was against Gerstis. I didn't even have to go against another faction. or not a primary Empire faction. That is spectacular. So, let's see here. I wanted to figure out something else here as well. And I want to look through the agency here and mission agents, distribution agents, and then for Emperor family, the highest available, any distance, security status. No, we're going to look at high sec, and then we're going to go Amar, and then Empire, or Emperor family. Let's just look at level 4. There are 5 level 4 mission givers for distribution. And this one's in 0.6. There's one in 0.5, which would pay a little bit more. The rest, all of these are in 0.6. And so here's what I'm wanting to figure out is whether or not any of these. So the maximum jumps out that I've been given is 5. And so I have a systems in range of Ryavid, which is where I'm currently at. And then what I want to do is I want to see, it says there are 62 systems here. And then I want to see how many are low sec or below. Has anybody ever had a high sec mission giver give you a destination in null other than on a shit, I can't remember the name of it. Other than on an epic arc. I know that there's some epic arcs that'll send you into null that are Empire epic arcs, but just regular mission giver, have any of them ever sent you into null? I've never encountered that. And the reason I ask that is because there is, I believe, one null system right here that is within 5 jumps, and it has never given me a mission in there, but it has given me missions in all of these other places. We already figured out that it doesn't give you missions it does give you missions in adjacent regions. So, all right, let's see here. I am going to make some notes here. So we're going to test some stuff. So this has 62 systems in it, and I'm just going to count everything that's below, that's low sec and null sec. I don't know if the null sec is included. I suspect it's not, but I'd rather err on the side on these stats on that it is possible. So there's one, let's see, I'm all the way at top. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 of 62. around 18%. And that may be about how many low-sec missions I was offered in there. So now let's look at Leva. What in the world is that? Okay. Leva. Ship. Subcapital. Show everything, no filter. Wow, 108 systems. Holy cow, that's a lot more. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, so now this is 12 of 108. That's a lot, going to be a lot better. About 11%. All right. Range, subcapital, and then the next one is append. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. 4 of 98. Wow. That's like 5%. I'm just doing that math in my head. Yeah, it's about 4, it's around 4%. So I wonder then, you know, if going out of this system would reduce your risk on distribution missions because it's at 4%, which could be interesting. Next one is Thrashakiria. I'm not sure I've ever heard of this system before. Six systems. Spell this one. T H A S H K. God, I don't even know how to pronounce this. A-R-A-I. It's almost like an Indian name. All right, so there's 96, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of 96. That's also going to be around 4%. And then one more, Hirodua. $29 systems only. Oh, interesting. $29. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of 29. Wow. Like 18%, something like that. Pretty high, really high, actually. So yeah, that's interesting. So we have a couple of them that are at a 4% range, and I think that that I've been given missions at around a 20% range is what I had come up with on the location that I'm at. And so if this is true, we could go to one of these others that are 4%, and then we should be getting about a 4 or 5%, so 1 out of 20 that it gives us in low sec. If this is right, it might be that the mission givers say, okay, a certain percentage is going to low sec, as opposed to I just randomly give a mission to one of the systems within 5 jumps. And that's what I don't know the answer to. And so that's what I aim to find out. Stir Nomad and Stitch Doll, thank you for the follows. Welcome. So see, for YouTube, this will be the end of the video. Everybody else here, you don't go anywhere.